and gentlemen, I'm honestly taken back. At this point, the conspiracy theorist in me says that the things that are occurring in the sprint car industry are potentially similar to kart and IRL in the 90s. Kart, which was the big-time IndyCar style series prior to IRL's formulation, was becoming so big, not only in America, but started to branch out into the world and become such a big commodity that, for one, the Formula One champion left their ass to go to kart racing because there was more fame and more glory and starting to become more money. And for two, kart started challenging Formula One. And my conclusion, my conspiracy theory conclusion, is that Formula One insinuated Indianapolis Motor Speedway to create the IRL series to split up the kart scene, the dominant form of American motorsports IndyCar racing at the time. At the same time that NASCAR was on this huge rise with Cole Trickle versus Rowdy Burns, a.k.a. Jeff Gordon versus Dale Sr., the movie coming to life. Because worldwide fans could never relate to stock cars like they could Indy cars, because they look so different. So you plop stock cars as the dominant form of racing in America, and it protects F1 against any American-based threat. Now, what have we seen in the last few years thanks to Kyle Larson, thanks to streaming, mistakes on the NASCAR level for fans and traditionalists especially? We've seen a rise in sprint car racing popularity, dirt track racing popularity in general. But sprint car racing, and I said this several times before, late models pay more money and have more cars, but sprint car racing is more mainstream. Sprint cars have always had that nostalgia because they were so famous in the 80s and 70s and early 90s prior to NASCAR utilizing that fan base to cheer on a driver with 7 straight feature wins and 2 World of Outlaw championships named Cole Trickle, who eventually became Jeff Gordon, and that character's became the icon of the sprint car industry racing fan base since then. Gordon, Stewart, Kane, Larson today. So something's going on to where this kart entity, this sprint car dirt deal that is on the rise like never before, that it is getting broken apart and getting challenged. And instead of everyone kumbaya and working together, there's a lot of rational reasons as to why it is splitting, just like IRL and kart had their rational reasons. But looking at it from the 3D chess perspective, there could be alternative motives at play here. There's no way that people who are making rules or defining what is or what isn't allowed can't see the forest before the trees on this. You have million and billion dollar corporations involved in your race car teams. At a minimum, millionaire car owners. And you're going to put a fucking banquet on in a tent? You're going to you're telling me right now there's no last second options to honor these people? Unbelievable. But strategically, if there's another motive, a kart IRL motive, this is how you play it. You play the mental game. You create angst. You create resentment so that people will walk away from something they love called the World of Outlaws. So I'm halfway worried about the motivation behind some of the decisions and things that are happening right now in the sprint car world. could it work out, and maybe this is all wrong, and maybe we could split the racing industry, the sprint car industry up, and High Limit come in, and we get this group, and Larson and everyone promotes, and it saves the day for sprint car racing, and Jimmy Johnson is in over here racing a race, and Alex Bowman, and we get these big NASCAR stars tuning it in, and everyone building that brand up, because, I mean, at this point, World of Outlaws is about to be a thing in the past, man. And it sucks because it could be a great brand that you could push that has some notoriety and brand naming behind it to be able to push to attack the battle of American motorsports dominance. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Is this situation oddly too stupid? Too dumb? Too arrogant to just be on accident? Is it? Really? Are these people who have built and done all that they've done in business worlds, this sector, that stupid to not see forest for the trees? Or is it purposeful for a higher purpose? I don't know, man. It's an interesting world out there. Everybody's scratching each other's backs. And sometimes they're doing it behind them, too. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the main reason, or main topic of the video, I guess, is the World of Outlaws Banquet that I went to last year in this beautiful place. It was really nice. This year, with multi-millionaire and billionaire supporters and sponsors and drivers that you're trying to keep on your tour, are having a fucking banquet in a tent. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, comment, and share, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, and share. We'll catch you next time.
But this is how we ride. This is how we do.